Let's go to the phone. You're calling from a 571 area code. Who's this?
Hey, how's it going? You guys hear me? My name's Travis, by the way.
Hi, Travis. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm a big time burn guy. I'm going to pinch my nose and vote for Hillary because I'm in Virginia, a swing state.
Yeah.
But let's get ready to say President Trump. I'm predicting it now. Trump's in the clobber Clinton. He's racist. He's disgusting, but he's going to destroy her.
Now, what makes you say that?
Sorry, guys. Well, what makes me say that? You have a lot of angry, disappointed white guys who are unemployed, who are disillusioned, and these are the same people who threw Bush into power. And you have Clinton, who has artificial skeletons, not even a real big deal for logical people like you and me and the rest of your co-hosts. Who don't really care about these scandal Clinton crap. But you have a lot of voters who do. And on top of that, you have, I think I listened to Bill Maher or some other show that there's like 20% of the black community who consider voting for Trump. We got to get those guys and gals and say, don't even think about doing that. So, I mean.
Well, that's why I'm getting at. I mean, as far as those white guys, do you think those angry white guys who are going to vote for Trump, do you think a lot of them voted for Obama? I mean, you know that every Democrat who's run, I don't know, at least in the last 20 years, has lost the white vote. In some instances, significantly. There may be, I mean, if you have right now 20% of African Americans right now who would contemplate voting for Donald Trump, I suspect that when they get a good sense of who Donald Trump is, not just the guy who, was on, The Apprentice, but and because, look, there's a lot of people who have not paid attention that much to what's going on. You got to remember, like, you're talking about 120 some odd people, 1 million people who are going to vote in the general election. And up to this point, you have probably, I don't know, less than 20 that have voted in either the Democrat, 20 million, less than 20 million in the Democratic and less than 20 million in the Republican. And so you still have like 70 million people who have not engaged in this process. And right. I just don't think there's a lot of stuff that's going to come out about Trump between now and the fall that is going to cause someone who is African-American or who is actually anything but white. And I think the white people, we already know where they're going anyways, who are going to say like, wow, I didn't know that about Donald Trump. That makes me want to vote for him more. Like, there's not the stuff that's going to come out. Like when people know that Donald Trump had to get reprimanded and be in a consent decree by the Justice Department on multiple occasions because they wouldn't rent to black people, I think black people are going to be like, like Paul Ryan may have the attitude, and we're going to talk. We'll play this, and I appreciate the call. I think, look, I subscribe to the 1% doctrine in this one instance. If there is a 1% chance that Donald Trump could win, we should do everything we can to stop that from happening because he would be a disaster, as he says in his words. But I don't think you're going to find many in the African-American community who are going to take Paul Ryan's stance, which is he's a racist, but I love his policy. I just don't think that's going to happen. But I appreciate the call.
Don't you think Clinton?
Go ahead.
Don't you think the Clinton dynasty though has a little bit of that sort of bag of the African American community as well with their war on drugs in the 90s? Don't you think
they're
that
very popular with African American
voters?
No,
in fact, the bottom line is that I think within a narrow subset of the African American community, there is a sort of an understanding of that of criminal justice reform in the 90s. I think Clinton has done a decent attempt at sort of distancing herself from that. But I will say this, look, the reason why Hillary Clinton is the nominee, as opposed to Bernie Sanders, if there is one predominant reason, it is because the Clinton machine, if you want to call it that, has very deep, long-standing ties with the African American community, nationally speaking. They have built that up over the course of 20, 30 years in public life. And so I don't think that's a big issue. And look, and the bottom line is like, look, all those people who are savvy enough to know the implications of that criminal justice reform bill under Clinton, I think also are going to be savvy enough to know that Donald Trump is not going to move the ball forward when it comes to these issues. I mean, maybe they
We're
sit
going
out.
to take care of them.
Maybe they sit out, but I don't. Go ahead.
Michael calls him perfectly. He's a clown fascist.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Appreciate the call.
Yes. Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Hello, you. I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally enjoy us.